So I was delighted to be here at this Inforoad Denodo event here in Antwerp to talk about the overall shape and architecture of data virtualization. That is to say, why would we do it? Why would we want to do it? What good does it do? What can we use it for? And in general, why it is an important aspect of the future of data management in these days of huge amounts of data being made available from multiple different sources and being used in many different ways at different speeds. So really bridging all of the challenges of modern data management. The challenges for today's companies come down to a number of things. One, I think, is that we really don't anymore want to be making unnecessary copies of data. In the past, the approach has generally been, let's make another copy of data. We've got a new need, we've got a new application. Data volumes these days are too big to allow us to go that route all the time. So we need to move from this view of creating new copies of data to accessing data where it lies, playing it where it lies, as it's sometimes called. And that means looking at data a different way. So that's one challenge of handling the great volumes and quantities of data that we've got today. And the other thing, which is almost the opposite challenge, is that today's customers, today's businesses need to have access to data instantaneously. They want to have real time. And some of that is of course just, I want to have it, I want it all, I need it all, and I want it now. But some of it is actually necessary. And I find that when we look at those pieces of real-time data that are really necessary, in many cases the only way to do that is to go directly to where that data is created and where it is stored originally. The first one, I think, is where I want to get real-time access to some very small piece of, let's say, operational or Internet of Things data. So getting things timeliness, the timeliness of a particular source becomes really important. That's one. The second one is where I've got data in various different locations, and typically I consider that to be an example of that would be a cloud and a data warehouse and data marts. So this is where I have existing reconciled or pre-prepared data stores, and I want to join them all together and use them in a single query. And the third one is the increasingly important one of cloud use, where essentially it's similar to a data lake, but it's more complex, because now we're needing to deal with the fact that some of the data is off premises, some of it's on premises. We've got networks that consists of LANs and WANs and so on, and those create additional issues. So those are sort of the three most common instances that I find.